Alright, welcome back everyone for day 3 on board Arvia, and after a moody passage through the Bay of Biscay yesterday, we finally arrived at our first port of call, La Coruna. Now I won't lie, today's weather is less sunshine and more umbrellas. But don't let the rain fool you, La Coruna still has plenty of charm to uncover, and we're not going to let a few raindrops dampen our adventure. From misty coastal views to unexpected discoveries, this soggy start might just be the perfect way to kick off our Mediterranean itinerary. So grab a warm drink, get cozy, and let's explore La Coruna, rain and all. This is one you're not going to want to miss. After days at sea and a very grey sail through the Bay of Biscay, we were more than ready to hit dry land. Or so we thought. I had a full day planned, meticulously researched by yours truly. I'd spent hours on Google mapping out the perfect route, picking out the must-see sites. But then, plot twist. Just as we stepped off the ship, we were approached by a friendly local. I think she was trying to sell us some sort of sightseeing bus tour or something. Now we politely declined, but she handed us a map of the route, and somehow the map became our guide. All that planning I had done out the window as we found ourselves walking the bus route, the exact one we had just said no to. But hey, sometimes the best adventures are the ones you don't plan for. So where will this magical route take us? Our first stop was Castillo de San Antón, a 16th century fortress that now holds exhibits with antique weaponry and other archaeological artifacts that we couldn't see because it was closed. It was at that point, that exact point, that I knew that this was going to be quite a port day. But don't worry, it gets a lot worse. Alright, so for this next bit, let's just say I had a misunderstanding. You know how every cruise has its misadventures? Well, mine included a shop, a bus, and a very confused me. I thought we were hopping onto a sightseeing tour bus, but it turns out we were hopping onto something else entirely. But I'll let the chat logs do the talking for this one. So buckle up, or hop on, as we take a look at this.
Remember to go to Ale-Mishop when you're in Barcelona and Valencia, as I doubt there'll be one in La Coruna. Saying this now so I don't forget. I'm guessing that's a hop-on bus. Spanish is not that great. Ale-Mishop is a shop. Oh, a bus. Oh, shush, it sounds like a bus. What does it sell? Give me details. Oh, it does, doesn't it? It's a shop which sells miscellaneous stuff, like technology, diaries, accessories, etc. Practically anything. Not too expensive, and you can get some nice stuff in there. I always want to buy something that has something Spanish on it. Haha, oh, shush you. I love miscellaneous things. Is that the one you mentioned before? We'll have to go have a look. See if we can find it. I'm not a navigation. And he's using a map! Yes, it's the one I mentioned before. I just love it. He's using the old school map. He is something else.
Okay, so after the Ale-Mishop incident, it was time to keep things a bit more cultured. La Coruna has got stories carved into every corner. So let's trade the shopping bags for history books and explore some of the city's most stunning architecture. And yes, I did manage to keep my confusion to a minimum this time. Our exploration takes us north to the Monumento Aos Fusilados, a powerful tribute to the victims of the Spanish Civil War. Set in an area known as Campo de Rata, The monument stands on ground deliberately chosen for its sombre history as an execution site during the conflict. Menhires por la Paz is a striking public art installation made up of 12 massive granite standing stones overlooking the Atlantic Ocean. These sculptures pay homage to ancient traditions while serving as a modern symbol of peace, family, and historical memory. Tower of Hercules is a remarkable and historic lighthouse overlooking the Atlantic Ocean. It holds the distinction of being the oldest Roman lighthouse still in use today, originally constructed in the late 1st or early 2nd century. Standing at 55 meters tall, the tower has guided ships for nearly 2 millennia and remains a symbol of the city. It was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2009 due to its exceptional history and architectural value. According to legend, the tower marks the spot where Hercules buried the head of the giant Coruna after defeating him in battle, giving the monument its mythological name. From ancient stones to solemn stories, La Coruna reminded us that every coastline holds more than just views. It holds memories, and we're not done making them just yet. Oh, that map that was charmingly incomplete. A cheerful cartoon of La Coruna's highlights, all smiles and sunshine in its cartoon format. But there was one destination that dared to mark the end of the route. One stop whispered in jest, half believed, half dared. The Sacred Octopus. The road was long, the rain was relentless, umbrellas were not available, and yet we pressed on. And then, through the mist and the madness, it appeared. 8 arms, 1 legend, the Sacred Octopus. We didn't just find it, we earned it. And wow, was it unsatisfying. And just like that, our time in La Coruna comes to a close. So as Arvia gently pulls away from the port and the coastline fades into the mist, I'm not just leaving with damp shoes and a soggy map. I'm leaving with memories. The kind that sticks with you long after the rain has passed. With an octopus that will always haunt my nightmares. So it wasn't the sun-soaked start that we'd imagined. The skies were grey, the rain was relentless, and the map had its own ideas, so... But somehow, that made it all the more memorable. From a fortress we couldn't enter, to a shop that wasn't a bus, to a monument that made us pause and reflect. And finally, an octopus that was more myth than marvel. Every misstep was a moment, every wrong turn a new tale. La Coruna reminded us that travel isn't about perfection, it's about the unexpected. The laughter in the rain, the detours that became the highlight, the legends that live in stone, and sometimes in tentacles. Now, with the city fading into the mist and the sea stretching out ahead, a relaxing sea day is just what the horizon called for. So join me in the next episode as we start our day with a bit of wellness, taste some delicious food, and enjoy more of the entertainment Arvia has to offer. But until then, stay curious, stay cozy, and I'll see you in the next